What's up, Action Faction? Whether you're pooping or relaxing, I'm Colin Action Disc Golf Kingsbury, the biggest balls in the sport that's lacking. Today we're at Rocky Mountain Village, also known as Easter Seals. This is a camp for special needs people, disabled people. There's a lot of different activities here. This was initially helped funded and be put in by the Coors Corporation, or executives within the Coors Corporation. Lots of stuff to do here for those types of people, but you know, we're here for the disc golf. We've got 27 holes, a couple of them that are open in the fields, a little bit of water carried. Absolutely beautiful views. This is the perfect time of the year to be playing here in general. All these trees are just popping. This is one of my favorite mountain courses in all of Colorado so far. Plays a little bit in the open, and then it goes up in the mountains and plays a little bit up there too. Super fun. A lot of ace run attempts. There are a couple of holes that are above 400 feet, and you're gonna have a good time if you come out here. So it's $10 to play here. You pay at the front desk. Otherwise, there's scans on certain posts where people start. Hole 1, I think it's like hole 15 or something like that. It'll have a QR code. Otherwise, there's a drop box. It's an honor system, so have a little bit of honor and represent the sport in a good way to people who have land and facilities like this that share it with us as a community, and make sure you pay.
Easter Seals, Rocky Mountain Village, hole 1. Over the water, red basket down there, backboard, field. Try to pathfinder. I'm gonna do 2 off first. Do this NB. Hey. You see the fish jumping?
Yeah.
I just got that too. I just started recording.
Cool.
Rocky Mountain Village, baby. Do a little. Yeah. Hole 2, 264 feet. Although it probably plays a little bit more than that. I don't know if that's just right. Over this pond right here to the red basket out there. About 45, 50 away.
Alright, is a bomber.
Yeah, this one's kind of like there's a little bit of a alley that's kind of blocked by that middle tree right there.
I'm trying to just land it
Or-
to the right of that.
Wait, kick my camera, because I'm gonna do this big anti-flex because I don't want to even get close to that road on the right. Oh, it's way up there.
Didn't really hit much.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So it looks like I actually overdrove it and I made it to the path to the next hole. Ah! Hole 4, start size 260 over the aspens, kind of into the middle of them. When you start getting tall. I don't know if that's good or bad yet. Easter Seals, hole 5, par 3, 425 feet. It's kind of sitting up under the shadow up there. I'm gonna throw this ballista. A little short. Another 50 footer. Come on. Get behind it. Easter Seals, hole 6, 370 feet. This big tree right here is kind of what I aim for. You want it to, if you're on a forehand, fade right over to here. Give it my best forehand, I think. Just miss it. A little late. Hole 7, 210 feet. It is quite a bit uphill, maybe like 40, 50 feet. Hidden in these tall trees up there. I'm just gonna throw a fairway driver. I want to go for more accuracy, and this is gonna bring me the speed uphill, where I don't have to throw it as hard as I can to get it there. It doesn't matter because I hit the tree right halfway up. Hole 8, 245. It's slightly to the left. You kind of want to go above these trees to beat them and have it drop in, but you don't want it to fade too much. So you want it to be hitting these at the point where it's just kind of stalling out. Throw this Envy. See, I didn't hit anything. And it's probably deep now. Alright, so this video might be a little bit terrible because the sun is coming straight towards the camera. Hole 9, 315 feet, pretty far uphill. You want to get as much distance as you possibly can. It's going to be really tough to get to the basket. There's a left and a right gap, but they're both very skinny. So throw something up there. Hope you don't hit everything and don't kick wade off. I'm actually really happy with that. Right in the middle. Half. Easter Seals, hole 10, says it's about 200 feet. Slightly uphill and a little bit to the right. Can't do that with my cracked lens. I'm gonna throw the Envy at it. It'll work.
I think I like that too much.
Don't
out the back.
Hole 11, 210 feet. It's up the hill to the right, making a pretty good forehand. The way that it shapes, never the best at the forehand, but we'll see. I'm not gonna hate that. This green is a bit of at an angle, so I wanted to land flat so it doesn't roll away. I'm gonna use the floppy board.
That was pretty cool.
Hole 12, I don't have the exact footage and any signs up here to give you, but it's probably 120 feet downhill for maybe a 250 foot hole. So basically you're throwing something that's gonna have some fade to it and not flip as it picks up speed going down. I'm gonna throw the Berg, the 1-1 speed to rule them all. And it finishes to the right. You can kind of see a little bit of a red indicator down there pointing to the basket. Thank you, tree. Oh my God, that was it was never gonna stop. It was never gonna stop.
Yes, sir.
Hole 13, 230 feet. Just a slight downhill. Basket's down there in the light. I'm actually borrowing a regular Berg for this shot for some speed control. It's pretty much a standstill shot. You know what? Whatever. I two'd the last hole, so I can't be too mad.
Caught a little hop up there.
Easiest hole. Hole 14, 210 feet. It's a pretty strong hyzer to the left. A lot of fade you're gonna want. From the red indicator, it's probably 60 feet to the 10:30, 11 o'clock. I think I'm just gonna throw the Berg X. I like that. I might have a look.
You're up on the road.
All right, this is about 20 feet. I do know there's a drop off behind the basket. I don't know if I'm gonna get super aggressive on this. It's gotta be lofty. Fine. Stupid basket. Hole 15, 430 feet. It pretty much plays down the driveway right here, and you can see the basket right at the curve. It's 430 feet. I'm just going to play a lot of that. The tailwind, or there's going to be a tailwind pushing that way, so it's going to make stuff want to fade out a lot quicker. But there is really not a whole lot of a right line up here. I'm going to try and throw something on anti-flex. Kind of down by like the tennis courts or whatever that is over there, but I think it's open. All right, the basket is up there, right behind the power pole. I think Berg around to the right. Wind's pushing that way on its own. Distance is kind of tricky. That's so bad. All right, that'll be a bogey. Hole 16, 345 feet. Pretty much these two big trees are like a field goal where you got a kick throw right through the middle. You could hyzer, but you get close to this building, and if you go left, kind of bringing in some brush and the road. I'm gonna throw the Pathfinder. Got the field goal, but I think I'm in the road. So I did skip over the road right here. I don't know, this might be safe. My circle 2 range is never good with these glasses on. Hole 17, 190 feet. This one is going to be a hard hyzer to the left, right hand backhand. There's a little bit of an electrical pole that you can see up there. That's a good visual indicator to aim at. You want to go a little bit higher than that even and have it just fade in really good. I'm going to throw an Ati. I think that's pretty good. Hole 18, 150 feet. Straight uphill. Throw a nice straight shot. Yes. Hole 19, 220 feet, slightly downhill, finishes to the right. I'm gonna throw this long Bowman. Oh, I hit it!
Oh shit!
I hit it! Yeah.
A little zoom in video of that.
You got that one?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Got the disc hitting down.
Hole 20, about 270 feet. Downhill, there is a straight line, a hyzer line, and a forehand line all on this hole. and they all have their own issues, but if you're gonna go high, mostly that's gonna be catching any kind of trees. I'm gonna throw a harp on a right hand backhand hyzer line, go high, and let gravity do the rest, I hope.
Whoa.
Good job, gravity. All right, since it's a downhill putt, use a judge.
Gather 'em up.
Hole 21, 220 feet. Up and over the crest of the hill, you see this very small pine right in the middle. It's kind of over that, or in line with that. And past the aspens with no leaves up there. We do have a little bit of a headwind, so the discs are going to get a little bit more turn than they normally would, but it's still just a putter shot. Might be long left. Hole 22, 290 feet, right below the 5G tower, or not below it, but in line with the 5G tower, right next to the pergola and the walkway. There is the top of a yellow basket right there. If you were to get it right in that corner by the walkway and the vertical pergola thing, you're going to be right there. So I'm going to throw a long bowman on forehand. Correct. Okay, well, we got the 3 on that because it got around it.
Come on.
Nice putt.
Ha! That one felt nice.
Hey, this is the best basket we've putted on the entire time.
I have to put the good basket where it's like nearly impossible to hit.
Hole 23, 300 feet. There's that pine tree in line with the 5G tower. We're going to be going over the roof of the house, forehand, and finishing probably 60 to 80 feet behind that tall pine, which is probably halfway there, maybe a little bit less. I'm going to throw a felon. I think the last time that I threw this hole, I actually had a bet with my buddy where we would both throw it blindfolded. Go ahead. I really like that. It's dropping. 24, a little bit of a left-right wind. We're kind of going in line with the medium-sized line up there. Ed, can you move? Throw on the NV. Go ahead. Okay. That's. Alright, I need to fix these low cuts. Well, it's not as windy as it was over in that other hole.
Pretty common. One of my favorites is those
Fixed.
like common.
Hole 25, 475 feet. It is a tailwind, but I'm just going to throw my ballista for the predictableness of it. I have hit the basket before on this, but it didn't stick. Try one more with the long distance. About the same. So that first one landed right here on the path. The second one's right under the corner of the upright there. Yeah, some days you're on, some days you're not. Let's see, what do we got here? Zach Mills, you got some of your stuff on the course here? Glittering. Hole 26, 360 feet. A little deep. Got another downhill putt. I think I'm just gonna try and graze the top of the bushes right here and have it fall in. Hole 27, 400 feet, right in the middle of the field. Right to left wind, slight downhill. This is just going to be playing the wind right mostly. Let's go the long bowman.
Bucket.
Woo. Dusted the basket. Thank you. I know I had one bogey, but what was that? Like an 8? 9? Sweet. Started it. Come here, fishy.
Don't care about the speed. Aiden goes swimming.
Aiden doesn't even know.
Big one.
Aiden's gonna come get this dead one that's sticking out. So, I think that just the fucking ripples are what is gonna ruin it.
For what?
Seeing some fish. Because the ripples in the water make it so that you can't see the fish as clearly. camera's better than mine. I got an idea.
Adjust the settings, like the white balance or the f-stop. She's just sticking under the water. If I can get them to just swim right here in the moss.